Alright, question 9. Find a, b and c given that the following pairs of polynomials are equal, which means this whole thing equals this whole thing. So I'm going to do question 9a and c, so let's do 9a. So what they're saying is that ax squared plus bx plus c equals 3x squared take 4x plus 1. So literally, a is the number in front of the x squared, b is the number in front of the x, and I'm going to do this in blue, and c is the constant term. So here, a equals 3, b equals -4, c equals 1. For 9c, it's not so straightforward. We've got two ways of doing it. So we've got a outside of x take 1 squared plus b outside of x take 1 plus c equals x squared. There's two ways of doing it, and yeah, I honestly think expanding this one's going to be the easiest way, but it won't be for D, so I'm going to do D as well. So for this one, we've got a outside of, well, x take 1 squared is x squared take 2x plus 1, because don't forget, a take b all squared is a squared take 2ab plus b squared. Now I've got plus bx take b plus c equals x squared. So I've got ax squared take 2ax plus a plus bx take b plus c equals x squared. Now, I'd like to let you know that x squared is the same as x squared plus 0x plus 0, which means for our squareds, we just have 1. But for our x's, we've got 2 terms that come to 0. And for our constants, we've got 3 things to consider that come to 0. So, we're going to have to do this step by step. So, ax squared equals just x squared, so a equals 1. We've got -2ax plus bx equals 0x. We know a equals 1, so we've got -2x plus bx equals 0x. So -2 plus b equals 0, so b equals 2. Okay, now let's do our constants. We've got a take b plus c equals 0. We know a equals 1, b equals 2. So we've got 1 take 2 plus c equals 0. So that's -1 plus c equals 0. So we know c equals 1. I'd like to do D as well. I'm going to copy the question because I'm not going to be able to read it from down there. And 9D. So here, we've got there's 2 ways to do this. I could expand all of this, all of this, all of this, and then times everything by a, everything by b, everything by c, and then do it all. There's a smarter way to do this. I'm going to factorize what's on the right-hand side and see if that helps. So that gives me 2 outside of x squared plus 4x plus 3, which is the same as 2 outside of x plus 3, x plus 1, PSF. Is that helping me? No, I think I am going to have to expand this whole thing on the left. Sorry, there's one way to do it, and it's the hard way. So we've got a outside of x squared plus 4x plus 4, plus b outside of x squared plus 6x plus 9, plus c outside of x squared plus 8x plus 16. Just to remind you, if I've got a plus b all squared, then that comes out as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. You've done that plenty. And this thing came out as 2x squared plus 8x plus 6. Now let's expand out. So we've got ax squared plus 4ax plus 4a plus bx squared plus 6bx plus 9b plus cx squared plus 8cx plus 16c equals 2x squared plus 8x plus 6. Let's go through and collect our x squareds. So there's one, there's another, there's another. They're going to come to 2x squared. So we know ax squared plus bx squared plus cx squared equals 2x squared. Get rid of x squared and everything, we get a plus b plus c equals 2. That's not enough to finish it off yet. So let's look at the next one. 4ax plus 6bx plus 8cx equals 8x. So we know 4ax plus 6bx plus 8cx equals 8x. So I know 4a plus 6b plus 8c equals 8. Okay. Finally, constants. Those ones equal that. So I know 4a plus 9b plus 16c equals 6. Oakley dokley. This is simultaneous equation, but instead of having 2 equations, we've got 3 equations. So let's have a look. I'm going to rearrange this first one. I'm going to label these 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to rearrange 1. So I'm going to have A equals 2, take B, take C. I'm going to substitute 1, that one that I got. So I'm going to call this 1A. No. So I'm going to substitute A equals 2, take B, take C into equation 2. I'm going to get 4 times this thing, 2 take B, take C, plus 6b plus 8c equals 8. I'm going to expand these brackets. 8 take 4b take 4c plus 6b plus 8c equals 8. So that gives me 8 plus 2b plus 4c equals 8, which means 2b plus 4c equals 0, which means b plus 2c equals 0, which means b equals minus 2c. Now I'm going to sub b equals minus 2c into a equals 2 take b take c. So I'm going to have a equals 2 take minus 2c take c. So I've got a equals 2 plus 2c take c. So I've got a equals 2 plus c. Now I'm going to sub this one, 2 plus c, and b equals minus 2c into equation 3. So we've got 4 times, 2 plus c, plus 9 times negative 2c, plus 16c equals 6. So I've got 8 plus 4c, take 18c plus 16c equals 6. 4 take 18, negative 14, plus 16, positive 2. 8 plus 2c equals 6. Subtract 8, 2c equals negative 2. c equals negative 1. Now I know what c equals. I can sub c equals negative 1 into b equals negative 2c and a equals 2 plus c. So b equals negative 2 times negative 1, so b equals 2. A equals 2 plus negative 1, so a equals 1. So a equals 1, b equals 2, c equals negative 1. I wish we were doing matrices in this course. There's a much easier way to do that.